There are 10 key projects under the PNG Electrification Partnership. Australia and New Zealand governments are co-funding the ENGA Electrification Project and the PNG Power's capacity building and investment planning support. The ENGA Electrification Project cost 50 million kina and involves extending the Ramu grid transmission and distribution in the Sak Valley. The PNG Power capacity building and investment planning support is at a cost of 12 million kina. Apart from that, Australia is also funding the Makam Valley solar plant for 70 million kina that will connect to the Ramu grid, a 12 million kina for the Ramu hydropower stations to increase capacity of the existing hydropower stations through refurbishment and repair work, and 70 million kina for the Powering Community PNG off-grid electrification program.
With the current investment by Australia in that Ramu Hydro will give additional 16 megawatt once those machines are refurbished in New Zealand and comes back.
New Zealand has also partnered with Japan to help fund the ADB transmission and distribution projects at a cost of 30 million kina. This project is to connect households to the grid in West New Britain and Northern Province and the autonomous region of Bougainville. Japan is also funding the Ramu grid transmission reinforcement with 263 million kina. That project will see the upgrading of the existing 140-kilometer high-voltage transmission line and construction of new substations. Japan is further funding the EMTV project at 6 million kina that will see the installation of solar products in remote schools. Meanwhile, the U.S. government funding is aimed at building institutional capacity and strengthening policy and regulatory settings. 5.5 million kina is to support PPL on revenue protection program, focusing on its large commercial and industrial clients. 3.5 million kina is to support energy regulation, supporting the Independent Competition and Consumer Commission to improve regulation, tariff setting and energy policy.
We keep a regular meeting with our PEP partners to find out where exactly which area is a priority area and where exactly they're investing. So we try to guide them also based on our least cost power generation master plan for the whole country.
According to the PNG Electrification Partnership report, the PEP commitments will deliver up to 15,500 households with electricity, 800 kilometers of new or upgraded transmission and distribution lines, and 45 megawatts of new and recovered generation.
Very thankful and grateful for their commitment, for their support, not only talking about supporting us in main grid and also to talk about off-grid solutions where majority of our population living in rural areas.
The PNG Electrification Partnership Agreement was signed in November 2018 between PNG, New Zealand, Japan, United States and Australia. Shamin Poriam, National EMTV News.